I was going to say, before you go to Destiny, are you going to look at this comment that he left on someone's video talking about the, we're going over that today?
Send me that. Yeah. Send me that.
Just rambling about his gender, opening up about the truth that he did actually make the porn. So it's all just arranged lies, but it's good to read.
This is a very interesting thing. So Bowblax commented on this like obvious troll video that was made, right? It was like this 10-minute long video where this guy just like rambled and really didn't say anything. It was just like a bunch of like schizo, like rambling or something like that, right? And Bowblax watched this video and left a bunch of like weird comments. Now, notably, he actually takes ownership of the trans porn that he made again. And then he just kind of just says a lot. Now, I noticed it's not all.
There's 3 images. Yeah, there's 3
there's 3 images.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the first one, second one, and then he replied to someone in the comments.
Very good and thoughtful video. Again, I mean, I'd show the video, but it's like, it's just a total like troll video. It's just like some guy just like talking in front of like a blank screen for 10 minutes, right? It's not even like a serious video.
He doesn't watch the coverage on him though, by the way.
No, he does not care about what anyone has to say about him. But this video also had like under 100 views, and he responded to this. He said, very good and thoughtful video. Well, at least he got something out of it. Here are my replies. My Instagram posts were attempts to showcase my gender in a non-sexual way. Ideally, I wanted to come out in a dedicated YouTube video and talk in depth about it. But since it got revealed through me panic tweeting, I didn't get an opportunity to explain what non-binary means in regard to me, making it kind of random. When my secret work in progress OnlyFans got leaked, it then painted my gender in a sexual light that I didn't intend to show publicly outside of the OnlyFans, which would have been completely secret and disconnected from Bowblax. Okay, first of all, what is a work in progress OnlyFans? Okay, first of all. Second of all, you are delusional if you think that your OnlyFans would have never been linked to Bowblax. Nobody would have ever found this. Even if you didn't leak it yourself like a dumbass while you're high as on your own stream, people would have just found it anyway. You don't think they'd be able to like just see very obviously, oh yeah, that's Bowblax. You know, you don't think there's a bunch of trans gooners in this community anyway that would have just stumbled across this and found it if just one of your posts got just a little bit of attention? Obviously, people would have found it, and it's not private. This was public porn that you were making. Like, you can't sit there and say, I didn't intend for anyone who knew me to see it. Dude, when we created Paint Guy, people found that channel within 3 days, 3 freaking days of making that because they could tell it was your voice, not my voice, your voice, and they recognized it from our Red Fox Comms channel that we did in 2023. They found it in 3 days of the channel being created. Now, granted, that was because the first video got 5 million views in a day, okay? So, you know, like 100 million impressions. So obviously, I guess it's not that out of the ordinary, but the point is that when you work in other projects, but it's still clearly you making them, people are gonna find it, especially in this community. You might as well treat this community like it's 4chan, dude. You know what I mean? They're gonna be able to tell, like, obviously. People can tell what house you live in based off, like, the color of the walls. You know? It's like, it's the internet.
Yeah, and he's also obviously talking about deceiving people here. He's like, it painted my gender in a sexual light, which I didn't intend to show publicly outside of the OnlyFans. So there is a sexual light to your gender, which is not that. But you just didn't want to tell anyone that. You publicly wanted everyone to be deceived that there's no sexual aspect to it.
Yeah.
He's openly just admitting that here in this statement, that it's just like he's wanted to lie to everyone about what the true nature of his fetish.
Exactly. Bowblax continues. He says, obviously my gender influences my sexual preferences and expression, just like how being a man or woman influences how they express themselves sexually. Strange statement.
Yeah.
But my gender identity isn't built on sexual desires. Rather, I discovered more about my gender identity when I expanded my local offline social circle.
His IRL queer friends.
Yeah. Anyways, nobody really needs to know this, but half of the personal shit is exposed anyways and talked about in this video, so I'm in a weird position where I kind of feel like I had to overshare here, LOL. You didn't. What are you talking about? It was, first of all, it was exposed by you. Second of all, why does that mean oh, well, half of what I don't want people to know about got shared by myself, so I'll just leak the other half? No, you can just stop. You can just stop speaking, right? What else do we got here? As for playing Sims 2, it's a childhood game of mine. Okay, so he's responding, by the way, to a commentary video criticizing him for playing The Sims. This is the level of seriousness of the video that he's responding to. And he opens it up by saying, this is a really good, well thought out video. As for me playing The Sims 2, what?
What are we talking about?
Hello? He says, as for me playing The Sims 2, it's a childhood game of mine. I've streamed it years ago and talked about it multiple times in years past. It being a game mostly played by women is a coincidence.
What?
I guess the guy said it's a woman game. Yeah, so I guess the guy in the video said like you play a gay woman's game, which honestly, if that was one of the points he made, he's correct because Sims is a woman game. The only people that I know
especially the way he played it. It was like him and then his girlfriend. Oh, this is what I've heard allegedly. I haven't watched it. Allegedly, it was him and his girlfriend, and he was like, "How can I get the girlfriend to cheat? I'm gonna try to get the girlfriend to cheat." And then he was like having the girlfriend run around trying to talk to men, and he eventually found this like black dude, and he took him back home, and then they slept together on stream.
He made his in-game girlfriend get blacked?
That's what I've heard. That is the alleged. That's the allegation.
So he's in like cuckoldry now. He's into cuckoldry.
That's yeah.
That is
that's what I've heard.
Disturbing. That is bizarre. Okay, well then, damn. What else do we got here? That's interesting. All right. So Sims 2 is a childhood game of mine. I've streamed it years ago and talked about it multiple times in years past. It being a game mostly played by women is coincidence. I'm playing it now because the game re-released for Steam a couple weeks ago. Your commentary on my streams and gameplay was very not entertaining, enlightening. Mind you, I haven't watched any Bowblax video outside of Tom Dark and a couple of Nick's first few videos. But the points you brought up are genuinely things I've never had told to me, even when I asked for advice on how to grow my streaming audience from people like Nick or Augie. Fun fact, by the way, if you ever asked me for advice on how to grow your audience, my first advice wouldn't be play Sims 2 better. Then your viewership will go up. You know?
And wear a dress while you do it.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. That wasn't the first thing on my mind, I guess, when giving you advice, especially back then. I'm sorry if it came off as I overbrag about being good at video games. I don't think I'm great at video games, but I just think I'm very knowledgeable about them and the video game industry from a hobby perspective. You're not. You play Sonic.
Who gives a
That's
fuck?
all
He's
you
talking
play.
about himself again, by the way.
Yeah.
I think I'm really knowledgeable and smart, obsessed with himself.
He's so obsessed with himself and his mind and his brain. Ooh, my complicated brain. Woo.
You're a retard.
He's constantly posting on Instagram stories about, dude, I watched Jacksepticeye go on a horror podcast with Pokimane and her stupid horror friend, and he was talking about how his brain, his autistic brain, combined with his ADHD, makes him solve problems, complicated problems differently. And I relate to this because I also have autism and ADHD. Doesn't he literally have in his bio now, odd ADHD? Like that's literally something in his bio if you look this up. Odd ADHD NB.
Just so delusional. And also, I solve problems quicker. No, you don't. You sit on your ass and play Sonic all day. What the problems are you solving, you retard?
Yeah.
What is he doing with his life?
It's just
you don't work a job. You don't do nothing.
He solves the problems of how to get his like fake girlfriend in the game blacked. I don't even know. That's what he. That's the problems he thinks about daily.
Yeah, like what does he do? He doesn't go out and like work a job. He doesn't make videos or analyze how to like what is he solving? Nothing. He just goons and jerks off and eats fast food.
And Uber eats Starbucks.
Yes.
Uber
literally.
eating Starbucks. Imagine doing that. Let's see else what we got here. I generally have fun playing video games, even if I'm failing or playing poorly. I never thought that was abnormal or a wrong way to enjoy a video game. Okay, who gives a As for the whole being a streamer personality thing and it being horrible in your opinion, nobody ever told me it was bad. Many people praised me for it and thought it was funny. Maybe sarcasm is impossible to tell via text. I had fun doing it and that's why I continued.
He's referencing you, right?
The account refers to him in the process of shaving his hair and pubes. He was ready to reveal it afterwards. You guys were just impatient.
Dude,
SMH.
Can you imagine how gross the content on that account would have been if we discovered it months later instead of like immediately?
That would have just been horrifying.
Like imagine if he had like months of build-up, months of time to create all this weird, disgusting porn, and then he leaked it on accident and it was discovered, right? We only saw the day one batch, the first day batch of porn. I mean, he shut that shit down quickly. You know, he's to be fair, he's probably making more of it on a new alter ego account. You think he stopped? He didn't. What else do we got here? Maybe sarcasm, so also tell via text. So I guess this is when I texted him. On the night he did the lyrics bowling stream, I texted him. I was just like, dude, you gotta stop streaming. I was like, you suck at streaming. You gotta stop.
You just gotta stop.
And I guess he didn't get the memo. It was too hard for him to tell. I don't know what's going on.
Or unless you told him another time, like when he was doing the bully streams, if you told him, hey, like this is good, keep doing it. Maybe that's what he's referencing.
Well, I told him on the streams that were funny, I told him they were good, right? But I remember like originally when he first started like the bully stream like moniker, I literally told him, I was like, dude, you gotta change the branding for this one. Bully stream, like first of all, like you're just setting yourself up to be bullied, right? Because if you're the guy who's like, I'm the bully, guys, when you look like that and you sound like that, everyone's gonna bully you. Like what? Like obviously, like you can't be the bull. You're not a bully. Who are you kidding? You're not a bully. You can't sit there and say you're. First of all, it's cringe as to say you're a bully in the first place, right? But especially if you're Bowblax, you can't sit there and say I'm the bully, guys. You're
soy.
You bitch. Like you're not a bully. You
bitch.
Yeah. No, you're not. I did this all on my side channel to not let it ruin what the Bowblax channel is and what an archive commentary news channel is. I'm not trying to shove a disliked niche internet personality bit down anyone's throats. If you just like the Bowblax Twitter drama stuff, sub to the main channel and ignore the other stuff. I never thought that one would detract from the other. Okay.
Holy, what the fuck?
Yeah. So that was Bowblax's unnecessary State of the Union address there. Alex in here. What was the reason behind talking about taking another non-binary person's photos without their permission, censoring their face, and then posting them on your accounts? Yeah. And then this guy responded, Purple Perry Gaming. Hey, Bowblax, I have a response to that message. Out of curiosity, you wouldn't want to talk about this now on stream, would you? No worries. I don't think talking about this stuff on stream will solve anything or help me. Wait, what? But commenting will?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
why'd
what?
you leave this long ass comment then?
You'll comment on videos, but you won't stream? What? I think it would help you in the same way leaving the comment you did helps you. It's not gonna help. This guy is setting him up. This is like me on this is like me on the night of like this setting up the end. And I was just like,
oh my god,
this is your big moment to win back the community.
Okay, dude.
This is your moment. Yeah. Come on, Bowblax. Come on my show. This will be your time. All right. Oh my god.
Did not work. Did not work at all.
Hey, I wasn't lying. Okay.
It could have been. He could have been everyone.
Listen, this is the art. This is the art of Judaism. Okay. You always leave enough room for it not to be a lie, so that when people are like, "You lied to me. You said that I would get redeemed." I said you could have been redeemed if you performed well, but you didn't. So sorry, bro. Anyway, that's not how it worked. I was very honest. Purple Perry Gaming says, I think it would just help you in the same way leaving this comment helps you. Well, that's true. It does help him in the same way that leaving the comment helps him.
That's not a lie. Yeah.
Yeah. Except that it would be via voice, and I would gain watch hours. Okay. Well, Bowblax.
I mean, he's honest.
Yeah.
Honest,
I mean, fair enough. There you go.
It would help my channel, and you'd have your voice.
Yeah. Great stuff.